Hello, everybody.
I've been live for 32 years. Wait, what?
Hi, how's it going?
Only 32? Wow.
Welcome to the Might and Conquer Sacred World Chronicles, where we pray. We don't do that
Pray
anymore.
that we're going
Colin
to
here.
survive.
We play D&D, hopefully, eventually, soon. I don't know. How are you? How's everybody out there? How is the warm winter in Texas, or the blizzard and the tropics going for you guys?
In the tropics? A blizzard in the tropics, yes.
Yeah, there's one. There's one in Hawaii. Is Hawaii the tropics? I don't know. It's tropical. Hi, how's everybody? I don't know how to start this. I haven't been doing this for 3 years.
Only 3?
Only 3. It's been more than 3, hasn't it?
Wow, you've been doing this as long as a toddler has been alive. Good job.
If they're lucky. So, real quick, housekeeping things. Information is down below for things like Dickie's book or the Alistair comics or all our friends' projects that they're doing. Merch information. You should subscribe. You can do it for free with Amazon Prime.
I have a fun announcement.
What's up, dude?
So, it's technically live right now. However, content... Sorry, the dog just ripped a really bad one just now, and that just distracted me.
And nice.
Holy crap, dude. Okay.
Love you. Love it.
Oh, buddy.
Love you.
Okay, so it's technically live right now on Patreon. However, content doesn't start coming out until the beginning of January, into the new year. But my best bro, Lynn, has started a Patreon where they're going to be making NPC art and content for DMs to use for their games. So twice a month you'll get uploads of like a bundle of NPCs. Like for, say, if you have a noble court that you want in your game, there's going to be a pack of like nobles and aristocracy you can use, and like they'll have like little character quirks and like a slight background, and you can use all of it or none of it, but it's for your own personal use. And this, as long as you give credit where credit is due. I'm going to put the link right now in the chat, so go check out, go sub to that. There's a variety of tiers to look through, and I have been the one with the eyeballs to see the NPCs that are being made, and it's some good stuff.
Awesome, dude. I'm very excited that became a thing. That's
and
awesome.
definitely working on creating NPCs that are going to be very diverse in a number of ways. You know, just to make your games a lot more fun.
'Cause that matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to update some stuff so we can have links go directly to that.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Well, anybody else have any special announcements that are super cool?
Be nice.
You should always be nice to people, especially in the holiday season where apparently people are dicks. There is a bottle of water that is in my trash can that keeps popping, so just in case, we are in Texas, so it's a water bottle. It's not a gun. Okay, so let's
You never know, though.
All right, let's do a little bit of character introduction, and then we'll get into a recap, and then we'll play a game. And I don't know, maybe you'll meet a lich. That'll be cool, right?
What?
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't write the game. Hi, guys. I'm the guy who didn't write the game. The DM, Jesus. Jeremiah, who are you playing today?
I am playing a noisy dog.
Oh.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, he's smelling some other dogs outside.
It's better to be a noisy dog than a smelly dog, I guess.
Smelling some dogs outside. It's like, my house. My house.
My house.
Anyway, I'm playing Rognarv, Full Metal. Dwarven Artificer with apparently a barking Brum at the moment.
Yes, Brom is so loud. These might be a little bit out of order just because cameras, locations. So next on the list is Vic. Who are you playing?
Oh, I guess I'm playing this game. Hey, I'm Vic, and I'm going to be playing West, the human barbarian warlock druid. Yeah. And every now and then Trixie might try to bark for attention, but just ignore her. She I told her when she needed to go out and she didn't want to listen to me. So
Just imagine Brom and Trixie at a dog park.
yeah.
And
Trixie's the one with like zero boundaries, and we're working on the recall, but it's not quite there yet.
oh, let's Cinnabon. And since Tabby's right next to you, hey Tabby, who are you playing?
Hey everybody, I'm Tabatha. I'll be playing Oria the Loxamom Druid.
Yeah, Luxamom. Hey, Shane, who are you playing?
I will be playing Ekis Frazzlerag, the Satyr Bard.
Yeah. And last but not least, what's up, handsome? Who are you playing?
I'm playing Rognarv. Oh, wait.
No, you got that right. You got that right. I'm going to be playing Kaer. I am a Fire Genasi Rune Knight fighter.
Yeah. And with all those beautiful introductions out of the way, let's roll that bean footage and get into it, shall we? Wait, can I have a real quick mic check? Can someone say a word?
Word.
Okay, making sure. All right.
That we're not muted.
Yeah, remember, I had to redo the settings here, so
Yeah.
And I was paying attention on the Roll20 instead of the OBS. Hey, let's intro. This is a 5th edition game based on the Pathfinder Seas, using Greyhawk Panther, Local Pandora, and a shredded replica. How do you want to do this?
Or you can just stay here.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind starting a family one day either.
You saved us again.
This connection to Carabao is severed.
Rognarv, full metal. Bram, you know what to do.
I've been fighting to help others.
I would like to rage, damn it!
Asmodeus, you have not failed me before, please. I cannot lose him.
And we're back. Let's do a little recap, shall we? This is gonna be a good day. This is gonna be a great end to the night. So, with Ori and Cole playing tag and switching places, and the group is sending off to Dendroth to find the temple of the Lich Storgox, however I mispronounce that name. Who is infamous for having this legendary treasure and being alive for so long. Maybe a little bit of information on how to bring someone back. Maybe just raiding their treasure. We don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. You guys found the town completely abandoned and destroyed. Many traps were off or rusted over. You guys disarmed some traps, went down a well, fought off some ghosts, met a very old mimic that just needed some water, and are currently in a room with 4 coffins. And that is where we left off last time. We'll see what other adventures this Dungeono has. So, can Pizza Hut just make a pizza called Dungeono instead of their Jono? I'll be so happy. And putting the right mood,
It's not delivery, it's Dungiorno.
It's Dungiorno.
Try their new deep delver crust pizza.
So, to describe this oddly shaped room that you are currently in, it is smaller than the rest. You do see the metal bars are dividing the 2 sections, which is a 10 by 15 foot room that has 2 coffins on each side. The door that you just came from was completely open. It's made out of wood, and the door in front of you looks like it's heavy stone. The ceiling caps about 10 feet. No lights other than the torch that Wes is currently holding. There seems to be heavy amount of dust and dirt that has fallen on top of these coffins. And some etching, but it's kind of hard to make it out with just the cake of just dust and debris that's on it. So, Elysian Vagabonds, what do we do?
Quick question: we haven't actually done any short or long rests, right?
You have not, that is correct.
Yeah. Okay. Just double checking that.
Do people want to take the chance to take a short rest if they need it?
I don't need it.
I'm
I guess
fine.
Kaer.
Fine. I'm good.
I'm fine.
How's Ski Walk?
Yeah, how's Ski Walk doing?
Ski walk is mended, but I need the smith. Oh wait, no, hold on. I don't know why I'm talking like Jeremiah.
Rognarv is so distraught he's assumed another identity.
Ski walk is okay. I feel like I need my tools in the smithy to completely fix them, but
I have some smith tools if you'd be interested.
I've done as much as I can. Without the actual forge, I don't think I can fully repair him the way he was magnificently 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
The aging does look kind of nice. Gives it a little salt and pepper look. to
nice
it.
little patina.
Yeah.
It's not shiny enough.
Yeah, Wes will just look at Kaer like, I'm not going to assume you can't, carry a mini forge with you or anything, right?
No.
You're big enough, I think you can. I don't know.
I have smithing tools and I can create fire, but I don't have an anvil or a forge proper.
Maybe you guys should work together and patent that, like a little travel forge kit.
Oh, it can look like Bram.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Shall we keep going?
Yeah. I mean, if we're all good,
Overall,
yeah.
everybody's okay, right? No one was injured.
I mean, we got knocked around, but I think everybody's okay with, just moving on.
Okay.
All right. As you guys are about to head out, can I have everyone's passive perception real quick, so I don't have to open
Passive perception?
Yeah, so I don't have to open up 15 tabs.
17.
17, 23.
My
Okay.
Passive perception. Jeez.
17 for Rognarv.
Okay.
Thank you, Trixie.
Oh, my passive perception is 15.
15. Okay. And Wes, what's yours?
13.
13. That's what I thought. Okay. Excuse me.
I'm not playing cold. It's not 30.
As
so.
your and you also know Sylvan, don't you, Ekis?
I do.
Okay. As you guys are heading off, and as Wes does take his first step, and it's just a shine from the torch that's giving just a tad bit more light in here, and you do see that this coffin that you're closest to does not have any engravings whatsoever. Actually looks... It doesn't look newer, it just looks unused, as in there's no slit, there's no way that it could be open. It just looks more like a placeholder. These other three, you beat it by 3 points. This one says Ava, Liam, and this one Olivia.
Well, it looks like one of these is unused.
Unused. What do
Yeah.
you mean? What do you mean?
Well, you see those two over by Oria and Kaer, as well as the one near you, West, all have engravings. It shows the names of people on them. This one right here near me, it's doesn't seem like there's no one in there.
Well, then maybe we should leave it that way. We don't want to be the ones added to it.
Yeah, of course. It's just it just looks a little odd. But they'd have that there and not be using it.
And you and they're written in what language, Jesus?
Sylvan.
That would be Sylvan.
Okay. Because Oria can also read Sylvan.
Yeah. Once Ekis points it out, it takes a bit just because of all the cake dirt that's on there, but you can see the names.
Okay.
I'm going to. What's up, Jeremiah?
I want to investigate that door right in front of us. If there's anything maybe connected to the names.
Sure, roll an investigation. And at this moment, I also need Kaer to roll me a charisma saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh no!
I rolled a d20 and it was cocked to 19 and 9, but it was more into 19. But I was like, hey, that's cocked, so I rolled it again. I rolled a 19. So.
All right.
15.
15.
Okay. For investigation is 24. So.
24. Got it. 24, and then your disadvantage is 15. Kaer, your disadvantage, what was the number again, sorry?
15.
15? Okay, make sure. Alright. So, Rognarv, you are investigating the door, is that correct? Okay, cool. As I need to move this so people can actually see what's happening. What is going on, Roll20? Thank you. Okay. As you are looking at this door, 23. So it maybe it seems to be some sort of absorption spell in there. You can tell. You can't quite figure out the lettering exactly, just kind of like the other door at front that had the spell to summon that whatever elemental that could have been summoned out of ice. This looks like it's trying to say that it will take something from you. But there are words at the bottom at the smallest fraction, and it's bottom left side of the door that you cannot make out, but those are carved a little bit with more emphasis, and you don't think it has anything to do with the spell itself.
I'll let people know, and then I'll even point out, because Ekis and Oria was able to read it, I'm just gonna let them know, like, there's something written over there. I can't quite figure out what it is, but there's a spell on this door. I don't know what kind of spell.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
There's a spell on this door. I don't know what kind of spell it is, but there's also something written very little and well. I don't quite understand what it is.
Can Oria investigate?
Sure. When you look at those words, you can tell that it's in Sylvan. And before you do an investigation, it's Sylvan for sure. But roll an investigation.
That is an 18.
18, okay. You kind of test a little bit of like the boundaries, get a little bit closer and try to see what reacts. you're not able to really identify anything as closely as Rognarv was, and you're like, well, maybe that's just his forte. Let me stick to these Sylvan words. And to your surprise, you kind of have to read it again because it can't be this simple. But it does say in Sylvan at the bottom, don't forget, remember their names.
She'll point out the lettering at the bottom, say it in Sylvan, and then repeat it again in Common. Just, it says at the very bottom, don't forget, remember their names.
Whose names?
I'm assuming she's gonna gesture back to gesture next to her to the crypts.
Oh shit! Someone want to write that down? Because I'm not gonna remember it.
Nor am I.
Well,
Wait, what was the name?
well, I have a feat that lets me remember it clearly for a month.
There you go. For player notes,
Yeah.
the coffin here has Ava.
Here, where?
This coffin right here to the right, stage right, top stage left would be Liam. Bottom stage left would be Olivia. And this one is completely empty. No name, no engraving.
So Ava,
Yeah,
Liam, and Olivia.
Liam, Olivia.
Bottom left is Olivia.
Yes, bottom left is Olivia.
And top right is.
Let me do a thing. This might help. And we'll choose hot pink. Oops. Ava. This is Liam. Oh, they're all the GM layer. That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
that just about do it.
I'll fix her up real quick.
Sorry, bro, I don't have that Warlock pact where I can see through everything.
There you go.
Haven't looked at them to see for most things.
So what do we do, guys?
Oh, those are V's. I thought it was Abba.
Ava.
Ava.
Okay. I was gonna say, how'd you fit an entire disco group in one coffin?
You know. You know how
Ava
it'd be.
for Liam. Top right for Ava.
So is there some way we input the names or whatever into this door to keep going? Or
I mean, I'm assuming that. I mean, if they want us to remember the names, this might be a surprise tool for later. It's my assumption.
Don't make the meme, I swear.
So what do we do?
I mean,
I'm gonna read. Can I read, like you said, there
I
was
assume,
like
yes.
in the door?
Perhaps.
Wait, one more time, Jeremiah?
You said there was some kind of inscriptions on the door as well when I was investigating it, and I can't read it either.
Yeah, it was
What else
the
could
arcane
be?
sigils aren't really clear as to what it is. You kind of feels like absorption of something, but that's as far as you get.
Okay. I can't roll Arcana to try and see.
You can roll Arcana, sure.
I don't have the identifier or anything, but yeah, I'll roll Arcana, sure.
Please roll me the Arcana.
That is a 29. No, 29.
29. Gosh dang diggity.
Yeah, I have.
All
a plus
right.
one. I roll a 19.
So it is definitely from the realm of necromancy.
Okay.
It's old. it you read about and are extremely unable to do it, as most of the world can't, but in the older times there were spells that were very hard to cast. If you can categorize them from 0 to 9, some were at 10 or 11. This seems like one of those. It's old, it's necromantic, and it absorbs. Not something you can just dispel.
Yeah.
Jesus, can I roll a general insight
Sure.
roll just about what this whole situation?
Sure.
Something feels off.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the people, the party know.
Let's
what
see,
the kind of
insight. That is going to be a 22.
22.
How am I feeling about this whole situation and everything that's going on?
I will let you know based on one thing. Rognarv, did you say anything out loud?
Yeah, I'll tell people
Okay.
out loud about
Okay,
what
cool.
I've kind of found out, and then I am gonna ask anybody, maybe mostly Oria, mostly directing it to Oria because she's one of the magic users as well, like a strong
Okay.
magic user that I know. No offense to Ekis, because I don't really know you that well, but
That's fine.
But I'll let her know that I was like, it felt necromancy. Not familiar with that kind of magic.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
23, correct? Ekis, 23? Was that the correct number?
Yeah, 23.
Okay, so this place is old. Kind of looking around. I mean, there was an old mimic out there. How long do those things live? Many traps are rusting over. The spell enchantments are still there, obviously, but it's for stone to erode deep underneath with nothing really to assist other than just the air around. That's old. That magic is old. How old do you have to be to cast these spells? And then you keep eyeing the reminder. Why would someone try to remember this? How old do you have to be to forget your own entryway? I mean, Sylvan's an ancient language. It's older than elves.
It's the language of my people. It's my first language.
Also, the message that I sent you. Now they're
Yeah.
starting to kind of twitch a bit. They're angsty.
I'm feeling a little off about this whole situation. This is really old magic. Kaer, you doing okay?
I mean, every year I want to get through this door.
Sure.
How do we do
I know.
this?
I know you knew. I know you're familiar with old magics. You know, your uncle and everything. That can kind of affect people.
Yes. I mean, I guess so.
Fair. So what was the words again, Jeremiah, that were on there? Other than remember their names?
I think that's all I found. I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's just about me explaining about the necromancy magic on there. And it felt like absorption.
And
Yes. To Abby.
and again with the other tomb that the other crypt, there was no name on that one, correct?
Correct. There's no name.
There's no name on that one.
And also, a close investigation actually doesn't look like it can be lifted. Like the area where like the seal would be the actual lid you can like remove. It's not there. This tomb is just a solid piece.
Okay.
I have a feeling.
I have a feeling if we tried when we try to open this door wrongly or something, a trap might trigger raising those three over there. I
I'll
don't know.
still say that Oria and Ekis, since you guys are looking at these coffins, these two on this side seem to be maybe about a foot or two smaller than the other side. It's not something you easily pick up, but being in this room for 15 minutes now or so, you're like, oh yeah, they're a little bit smaller, also a little bit thinner.
I have an idea of who these people may be.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do tell.
Well, these two over by here seem to be a bit smaller. This one seems a bit larger. And the names, perhaps a mother and children?
When he says that, you all do recall the book in the other room that was in Sylvan as well, and it seemed to be personal notes. People talking to each other about what names to pick for their children.
What if these are his family?
Well, that would explain also the empty crypt.
Can I roll Arcana to see what I may or may not know about liches?
Sure, please do.
I go over to the unmarked coffin.
That was
or
a little
that
cocked.
still buried?
One more time.
Alright.
You go over to the unmarked coffin to what?
Can I go over to the unmarked coffin, or is that behind like steel bars? And
It's
whatnot?
yes, there are steel bars that are going through. You can probably stick your hand and touch it if you really want to, but it is steel bars.
And I rolled a 15 Arcana.
15 on liches.
Yeah.
You know that they're immortal. They can split their soul and put it inside these soul cages. Also, the rumor is that only the gods know what the proper ritual to create one would be. That's to be as far as with the 15.
Okay. Well. Maybe that's a reminder that for the lich, with how old they are, perhaps they didn't want to forget these people. Just a constant reminder, don't forget about them. No matter how far you go, don't forget them.
Did you tell the rest of us about the soul cages and whatnot, or?
I remember us being told about that as well.
Do we need to look into these coffins to see if maybe they hold more than just the bodies of dead loved ones?
I personally aren't. Me personally, I don't want to desecrate the dead.
Yes. It's an old saying, sometimes dead is better.
But if one of them happens to be holding one of the soul cages, that would make it so that we cannot defeat this lich, correct?
Not permanently. You can probably still beat him. They just come back later.
From Orio's time in Ravnica, because
Yes.
liches are a thing for the Golgari tribe, correct?
Their leader is a lich, yes.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. You would know a pretty good amount of information, and everything that's in this world. It's, I wouldn't say a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's incredibly close.
Yeah, Orio's just like,
At least the liches here don't live in the sewers.
mentioned something like that off to the side. Anyways.
How do we get through this door?
That's the question.
May I try something?
Go for it.
It just says on there, don't forget their names, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then Ekis is going to go up to the door,
Okay.
place his hand on it, and say their names. Oh,
Okay.
names.
Once you place your hand on the door, it actually suctions your hand to it, and you feel this horrible dread and cold seek through you. What is the first name you utter?
Ava.
As soon as you say Ava out loud, and you do know that it's anyone who has Sylvan or Elven would know that it's an older Elvish name, and as you say it in proper tongue, you feel your arm slightly loosen a little bit, and you still can't move it out from the door, but you feel relaxed. That cold sensation is not there, and everybody, you can easily see that he was for a fraction of a second paler, and then he's fine now. What do you say next?
Alright, roll the D2. I'm going to choose Liam.
Alright. As you say Liam, you hear the door, but nothing happens. A little bit of stone and pieces of dust just start falling from the ceiling.
I'm just going to continue down the list then.
Alright. As you say Olivia, that your hand just, it's almost like someone pushed it. As it just recoils back, you see the door start opening.
How do you feel?
When I find out, you'll be the first to know.
Okay.
At the moment, you do feel perfectly fine. Just maybe your heart is accelerated a lot more than you kind of want it to be, but it's fine.
Yeah, right now I don't know how I'm feeling, and so when I figure it out, she'll know.
Okay. I am going to, there we go, move you all because I need a mechanics for the door. Okay. So, as soon as you enter the room, there are these...
oh boy.
All right, D&D. All right, let's try to... Well, it's a little stretched out. All right, cool. I'm trying to get the whole room for our audience over here. Okay. This giant circular ish room does have 6 giant statues standing about 15 feet tall, each one with the bowl in its hand. And as soon as you guys step in, each bowl lights up. And now the whole room is lit with this odd, bright orange glow that it does bounce light around, but around it seems like it's hugging the light tightly. You see scorch marks and burns all over the place. You see swords and axes and shields that have rusted over. You see paper of scrolls and torn up books littering the entire place. In the far off corner, you do see a old, very, very old, almost skeletal man in these adorned... It to our interpretation to be more like we're looking at someone with Renaissance Festival clothing. Like, that's old style clothing. This red tunic with these gold, almost now yellow and stained and burnt cloth that just drapes over his skeletal body. As when you guys stepped in, his eyes were closed. And after the door shuts, it's almost like he's just starting to wake. Another thing that you all notice, very specific for some individuals that came in here, as everyone does see Kaer start looking around a little bit panicked. There is no treasure in here. No hoards of gold, no enchanted swords or carpets that fly, no potions, no nothing.
Kaer's gonna turn around and look at Oria and just like put his hands on her shoulders and be like, "Get this fucking ghost out of me!"
And then his face goes back. He looks confused as to why he's grabbing you, and he is sweating.
You just see her just look really like annoyed, like, oh, okay. It's kind of like pinching the bridge of. Mm-hmm. Is the lich looking? I'm assuming that's what it is.
He's waking up right now. His eyes are opening.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, pardon our intrusion. She's looking back over at Kaer and just being like, you need to get out now before I force you out.
Kaer, what do you do?
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. She looks really unimpressed. It's like, trust me, I carried around a poltergeist in my bracelet. You're not fooling anyone.
Roll me a persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
Let me
Oria,
see.
Yeah.
Oh, on Oria?
Yes, Oria. Roll me persuasion or intimidation, your choice.
They're the same. I'll do persuasion.
Oops. Oopsie.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. Kaer, you can roll me a charisma saving throw. Flat roll. Two? Alright. What do you want to do? There is no treasure in this room. You have a body, though.
Damn it! He's gonna pull out his hammer and just wang.
Alright, towards who?
He's surrounded right now, so just in general, he's just swinging.
All right. Roll me an athletics, and I need everyone around. So that's everybody to your choice: athletics or acrobatics to dodge the hammer.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You need to be the dirty 20.
Ah, damn it. Hold on. Athletics. Okay. I also got a dirty 20.
All right, so you dodged out of the way.
I need to roll for West because the dog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Time.
Brom is dirty 20, and about Rognarv is a 19.
19. All right, you're gonna get hit.
West got a 29.
Okay.
I got a 12.
12. All right, roll me damage for your hammer, please, Kaer. And Rognarv and Ekis are taking the hit as Wes just stops the hammer from swinging.
Oh, God.
And is holding it.
So look at West and be like, shit.
What was the damage total?
11.
11. Everybody takes. Sorry, Ekis and Rognarv take 11 points of damage. What do the rest of you guys do as you start seeing the lich just start moving?
Oria's gonna. It's a long shot, but she'll try it. She's gonna look over at Kaer and she's going to cast Remove Curse.
Okay. As you place your hand on him, and this magical energy surges through you, and it's almost like for a second, Kaer, or Mr. White, she is choking you, and as she kind of moves her hand, she just has this ghostly apparition and Kaer, you're back as she's currently choking this ghost, and the ghost slips from your hand and just goes through the walls.
How are you feeling?
Better now. But thank you very much.
Okay. More problematic issues at hand. She'll look back over. Sorry to wake you.
As the lich looks at every single one of you. Who are you?
Griffin Adventure is looking for some information.
He just grabs nothing. He's gonna move his hand. Magic. I know of this. And is staring at his hand. Magic, I know of this.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Magic, I know of this. And his hand's starting to glow.
We're investigating the whereabouts for a true resurrection spell.
Why do you need this?
Because we are trying to bring back a friend of ours who was wrongfully killed.
He keeps looking at his hand and starts glowing multiple colors. Why me? And starts looking at the room, very confused. I'm sorry?
You're the most powerful lich that is known around.
Lich. I know of that word. And then just quickly runs over to a book behind him. And starts just moving and like almost like tearing pages. What do you guys do? Oops, and I need to move the camera a little bit.
What was the
Lich,
because it's been a few. What was his name again? Like from what we were informed.
Storgax.
Oria's gonna, and because everything was written in Sylvan, she's also going to switch to Sylvan. Yeah, Storgax, that is your name?
As you say that, he immediately stops and grabs a page that he is currently looking for and just tears it as he turns and looks at his hand like he didn't know he was doing that. What is that word? Why do I have... And just starts moving forward. What did you say? What is that word?
Is that not your name?
I think he means the Itchley word.
Apologies. I did not realize that something was off. I did call you a lich because that is what we were informed you were.
He starts looking around. And anyone who has above a 15 on sense motive, he doesn't have lungs or anything, right? But he does seem to be hyperventilating a bit. And you see his hands start glowing this horrible dark green color that every single one of you, at being level 15 adventurers, his hand is starting to glow this necromantic energy.
I'm gonna step this way, and Brom gonna be like this and be like on a defense position.
Guys, I don't think we should use that
let's
terminology around here.
I'm in a defense position with what's going on right now, just trying to give way to the rest of the party.
Sure.
If we need to fight.
Oria's gonna be like looking over, and it's like, no, we're not gonna. Let's not elevate the situation.
She's saying that, or she's just like acting that way?
She's gonna just give Rognarv that mother look, like, don't you fucking dare.
Ekis, what are we doing?
Defending. Doing that first.
I'm going to speak up in Sylvan.
Okay.
Greetings, hopeful friend.
He's just looking at you. His jaw kind of just breaks a little bit.
Oh.
I know you speak my tongue.
You see that he starts looking up like he's capturing something, and then looks at you in like this inquisitive stare.
If you know my tongue, you may know my kind.
And he will, in Sylvan, says giant, minotaur, satyr.
Indeed.
You see the glow in his hands. It's still there, but the amount of energy is dwindled a bit.
We have come into your home. But I apologize that I have not entered through invitation. So, you are not obligated to be a good host. But I would very much like to be your friend.
When you say host, as you were saying, I want to be your friend, he's muttering to himself. And since this room does echo quite a bit, you all get to hear what he says. As when you say host, he replies, "Rules of the wild." Rules of the wild.
Indeed.
Friend. I know that word. I have none.
Allow me to be your first.
Takes a step closer. A couple steps closer. Why am I here?
I do not rightly know.
What do you want of me?
knowledge.
Bringing back resurrection. Looks towards the right. And then looks to the left. So much happens here.
A grand tale it must have been, for so much to happen.
He starts looking around. I need answers that you don't have. And starts stepping forward. About right here.
Oh god.
You see that each step that he takes, his feet actually aren't even touching the ground. His skin is burnt and destroyed. You see even a piece of it is completely disintegrated and like holes through him. His eyes aren't even there. There seems to be some sort of gems kind of hanging off of the leftover flesh that he has, and just literally like a piece of gem just kind of hanging on his skin.
All right.
And it's looking at everyone. Shield, axe, defensive stances.
Rognarv, I would put your axe down, lower it.
It wasn't out. It was just I was just had a shield on.
Okay, well, you say shield, defensive stance.
Okay. I will kind of. My shield is still gonna be in front of me, but I'm not gonna be like trying to go like that.
Okay.
Like, I'm still weary, if you will.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
He takes one step forward.
I have an idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it would work.
Sure. What is your idea?
I have a spell that lets me enter someone's dreams.
Dreamwalk? I do believe.
It's just dream.
Oh, just dream.
But I
can read it. I think they have to be asleep, but I don't know. Let me see.
They do have to be asleep.
Okay.
You're entering their dreams. I'm just wondering if I can inception to get the information that he wants out of his own mind. Because he can't seem to be able to get it.
You can certainly try. I will say roll me. You cast a spell and roll me an Arcana check, and then we'll see what happens. Yes, Aurea.
I need control of Aurea. Vic needs control of Aurea.
Yeah, because I don't got.
Yeah. Sorry, let me.
Sorry, because I was gonna have her stuff.
Yeah. No problem. There you go. You
Okay.
have control.
I'm going to speak in Sylvan
Mm-hmm.
and say to him, perhaps you do have the answers. Will you let me enter your dreams to see if I can find what you cannot see?
Dream. I have no dream.
All things dream.
And as you're saying that, and Aurea moves, his gaze goes towards Aurea.
She moves up. Her staff is also. I will state this too. She does not have her staff like in hand.
Okay.
She has it on her back.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to hold out my hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, in Sylvan, Sleep, friend, and I promise no harm will come to you while you slumber.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh boy.
That is a dirty 30.
Alright. You have not done anything harmful to him,
I have not.
nor has anyone done anything aggressive so far. He's not moving, but he's also not stopping you. What do you do?
I wait for his response because
What was your question?
it was sleep, and I promise no harm will come to you while you slumber.
Okay. He
So
doesn't say anything
Yeah.
or move or anything. He just looks at you now and is no longer focused on Aurea.
We both seek answers. Let us find them together.
He just repeats in Sylvan, answers. But he's not moving.
Crap. I'm going to try and take his hand.
Okay. Soon as you grab his hand, what do you do? What's the next thing you do?
Place my other hand on his shoulder and try to sit him down and try to lie him down.
I'll say that he's not moving, and you start seeing his clothes start to expand, like he's starting to hyperventilate a little bit again. He's getting nervous.
Oh boy, I wish I had that one spell that I do not have. I don't have common motion.
What do you do?
I'm going to let go of him.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out one of my instruments. I'm gonna say the pan flute,
Okay.
and I'm going to play him a Fey lullaby.
Are we gonna Mr. Thomas this?
Yes, I am absolutely going to Mr. Tumnus this.
Okay. Roll me a performance.
Okay.
Kaer's gonna put his shield away and just sit on the ground, cross-legged, looking at them.
21.
21, nice. What was that, Kaer? Sorry?
So Kaer's just gonna put his shield away and sit on the ground, cross-legged, looking at them all, trying to be as non-threatening as possible.
Okay. As you're sitting down, he looks at you and is listening to the song, and a couple of the words, especially the catchphrase in the lyric, he repeats it off time. Is she? And then looks lost. As he stops in the middle of their performance and just says, "She, who? Wait, who is she?"
Oh, this is probably a bad idea, but Aurea's gonna be like, "Did you mean Ava? Is that her name?"
As he looks straight at you, Ava. And a tear falls from his eyes and hits the ground. And as soon as it hits the ground, you see that it's grows a slight flower that immediately disintegrates.
Don't make me have heart palpitations for this lich, damn it. Oh.
He looks at Kaer and then looks at you, Ekis, and then sits in the exact same position that Kaer is sitting in.
There's just a bow. Say, we mean no harm. As my little friend here said, we would not mind being friends.
As you say harm, he starts twitching a bit, and every time he twitches, he looks at a different part of the room. And when you're starting to notice, he's looking at different scorch marks where spells went off, or he's looking at different axes and swords that are just littered on the ground. It's like he remembers harm. A lot of harm in this room.
We have no intention to cause any of this anymore. We would prefer to talk. We would prefer to be cordial. We prefer to be everything but that. Which is why we sit and we try and calm each other.
He just looks at you with... You're getting some... Like, he's understanding you. And then looks at Ekis. Yes, Ekis.
Can I roll another insight check? Because I have an idea, but I don't know if Ekis would think it's a good idea.
What's your idea?
The phrase to open the door, or phrase on the door, was remember their names.
Mm-hmm.
And then the password was the names of the three in the tombs. He seemed to have a reaction to one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps if I repeat the inscription on the door and their names, that might trigger something.
Okay. You can say it out loud if you wish, or you can roll me to see if it's a good idea.
I'm gonna roll first to see if it's a good idea. Roll just insight on the situation. So insight. I rolled a 5, so that's an 18.
18. He's definitely going to get a reaction out of it. Is it good or bad? It looks like this lich is... He's acting on reflex and conversation and humbleness, and is not what he's used to. So he might react. It might be the correct thing, but you might get hit for it.
Okay. I'm willing to take that chance.
We're probably the first ones that actually have conversed with him.
I'm gonna move right in front of him.
He's just
kneel down.
Okay.
So that I'm eye level with him. And I'm going to say in Sylvan, friend, remember their names. And I'm going to list off the three in the tombs.
As you say each name, he looks completely paralyzed. And then he just grabs his head and screams. And everything, all the flames in the room just get larger, but it's not brighter, it's absorbing the light. And then he just stop. And he's going to cast Time Stop at level 9.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Can someone roll me a d4?
One.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Cool. So he'll have 2 turns. Nice. All right. The very next second after he says stop, he is across the room with a book in his hand. And you see 3 of the statues completely destroyed. The room is also about 5 degrees hotter.
I hope that was the right choice.
And he's just looking at this book and just flipping the pages. And starts walking towards you. Who's the one who said the word to bring someone back?
Me.
Oreo. He's going to look at you. They have to be willing.
I am aware of that.
Ava was not willing.
This is just Aurea, like, because it's like knowing that, you know, she knows saying the word "I'm sorry for your loss" is not the best thing to say, but her just being like, my husband was the same way.
As you say that, he smiles. I was many things, many lives ago. Husband was one. You see that he opens his book towards the back, and his hand starts moving alongside it. And you see these, it's almost like as he's moving, letters start, and arcane seals start falling from his hand onto the paper, like he's just throwing letters onto the sheet. And it glows gold for a second. And then he just tears it. And since because you're the one that was speaking a lot, he just hands you this paper. They have to be willing. Then you have a scroll of resurrection.
Resurrection or true resurrection?
I want to double check on this spell.
I know the difference is true doesn't require a body.
Yes. I want to see up to what level can he make scrolls, since he is casting this at a 10th level. He can copy it without material components, and only up to level 8. True resurrection is
Level 9.
then it's going to be resurrection at level 7. Find them, and if they're willing, bring them back.
Aurea will just thank you.
Is there anything we can do to repay your kindness?
No. I think I will just walk. And he starts walking.
Walking out.
Yeah, he takes us. Not really having a lot of social cues. He kind of is just walking forward, almost bumping you into you, Ekis, and unless you don't want to move, you.
I'm going to move out of the way. And as he walks, I'm going to cast what is it? Hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
To make his path look like my home.
Okay.
A beautiful forest in the Feywild. Give him something pleasant to look at.
Okay. Okay. He's looking around, a little impressed, and just continues walking forward. So, what do we do, guys? As he's leaving the room at the moment.
Corey's just gonna look back at everybody. It's like, what do we do now? Like,
what we need.
It's a resurrection spell, but it's not a true resurrection. This, we would need an actual physical body.
Do we have his body, or do we know where we can find it?
It's in the mountains in Whitestone. As you say that, he Sargax turns around. Oh, you just need the soul.
Wait, how do we find the soul?
I know how you can repay me.
Huh?
Bring someone back. And he looks through his book and starts speaking a couple of words. I'll say that anyone who has Arcana trained can roll me Arcana.
I will do that.
21.
21, okay.
26.
Okay. Anybody else?
23.
23, okay. You guys all have very good ears. He is essentially starting to mutter the words of a teleportation spell. But this seems a lot stronger than that.
Sir.
Huh?
No, I'm just like, sir, out of character.
Is anyone going to do anything? He's uttering this incantation that seems like it's going to send you guys somewhere.
Oh, so we know that it's us being teleported,
or maybe himself.
Teleportation. Yeah, that's the one I was like. Well, maybe he's trying to get out of here or something. I don't know.
If he's trying to get out of here, he could just walk out the front door.
So I'll say you guys have one, either action or bonus. Anything specific that you guys want to do. Speaking is an action.
I'm gonna walk over to everyone and just stand there.
Okay.
And
I do want to speak, but
yes.
After Kaer.
Okay.
What he was in it.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna say, who are you asking us to bring back? I guess that's my action.
He's going to respond, your friend.
Where are you sending us? Or where is this to?
I remember the celestial plane. It was beautiful once.
The what?
I remember the celestial plane. It was beautiful once.
Orio's gonna be like, looks back at West.
As he's uttering the last word, anyone gonna do anything?
Celestial plane, then.
I'm going to put my hand to my heart and say in Sylvan, You have been a gracious host.
As he finishes the incantation, smiles and nods his head and bows. As I need someone who feels brave to roll me percentiles
Do it.
to see what part of Mount Celestia you guys get teleported to.
Alright. 80.
88.
80.
Oh, 80. 80. Okay, then that's alright. Alright. Of course it's not going to be super easy. Why would it be super easy? Alright. As the world around you starts crumbling and breaking, and you start smelling this clear, fresh air around you, and you start seeing this giant piece of a claw move in front of you, as this piece, almost like a chessboard, a pawn, just moves maybe 30 feet tall right in front of both of you. As let's go with this one. You are teleported to a large open room. With what seems to be this incredibly large, that's the first thing that catches your eye, silvered dragon with 4 arms, these large columns stretching slightly below its eye level, this clouds you see in this garden that almost looks infinite, as you hear a waterfall to the side. Then you see this pass on the other side, this gigantic lake, like you are in a mountain surrounded just by water. As this dragon looks at you, and then you see a man who looks like his hand was holding one of these 30-foot tall pieces of chess piece, and he puts it back. The man stands maybe 5 feet tall. 6 feet tall. He has a very ugly, let's say, very large hat with a feather that's kind of covering half of his face. A gorgeous mustache, and decorated and dressed in all the finest guards you can see, with a dagger on his chest, a rapier on his side, and a chalice with wine. And every single one of you, regardless of any orientation or spectrum, for a second you're like, oh my god, is he looking at me? As anyone who has religion trained at all knows who these two individuals are, and anyone else, if you would like to roll, you can roll.
I haven't trained. Who are these people?
Well, I'll see in a minute. If anyone wants to roll?
Sorry, what were we rolling?
I have a half proficiency.
You could.
What are we? No, what are we rolling?
Religion.
Oh.
I have a half proficiency. I'm not fully trained.
I'll say that you would know one of them. Roll for the second one.
Okay.
If anyone else wants to roll, you can roll.
I'm not trained, but I have
That's an 11.
Plus 5 because of Ant.
You can roll if you want.
Sure. 30-20.
30-20, okay.
I got an 11. I probably don't know the other one.
So, those that either know or... the other one you do not know. You do not know who this man is. But you're like... All of a sudden, these thoughts of how do you look? Is your breath okay? Like, just... Do you look presentable? Keep going through all of y'all's minds. As... That is Bahamut. The Platinum Dragon.
Oh.
And next to him, maybe about 70 feet on the other side of the chessboard, is Oridamara, who, Wes, you've seen his emblem on Laz's sword. But other than that, who is that guy? Why do I care if my breath smells? Do I smell bad? Oh, I should probably take a shower soon. Ugh, showers. As that is the god of entertainment, the rogues, coin, wine, and other things. As he looks at all of you guys, and some of you cannot help but to blush just by him gazing at you. Did you call for entertainment? What is this? Who are you? Why are you here? And then the Platinum Dragon just kind of kneels down and its eyes glow silver. What are we doing?
I think we may have made a wrong turn somewhere.
I told you to stay. To say, what was that called again? Diagonally.
I'm sorry.
We should have taken that left at Albuquerque.
We passed by the McDonald's. I think we went too far.
We were looking to find ourselves in the celestial plane. But I think we may have accidentally come to the wrong part of it. Not entirely certain.
Well, Oleg speaks. As he takes a step forward, and as he takes a step, you just hear music all around you for a couple of seconds. Beautiful, beautiful music. You are in the... And as he is speaking, his words are emphasizing the music, and it's almost like he's singing to you. And it's just like, that is the most beautiful thing you've ever heard, ever. Just him speaking out loud as he moves. You are in the celestial plane. How you got here is disturbing because none of our alarms were triggered. And, well,
none of what?
Our alarms have been triggered. He has not killed you, so I think you're good.
Who?
I try my best.
Towards Bahamut.
Okay.
And Bahamut looks at all of you guys. Only the human has evil.
Oh, you're actually talking to me. Okay. Hey.
Hey, Rick, what's up?
I mean, it's a matter of perspective.
You, as you say that, you see all the Mara laugh. He's fun. Wait. Did you get new members? I know you two, for sure. You are Rogue, Rockrow, and you two. I have not been caught up on the latest editions of Chattington's newest books, so I don't know if you're new characters. These are the ones I've been telling you about. As Oleg is looking towards Muhammad, they're the beggars, the celestial beggars. I dabble in fan fiction every once in a while.
Elysian Vagabonds, I'm assuming is what you mean.
That's one, the celestial beggars. He kind of looks towards Bahamut and smiles. Ha ha, ha ha. And you see this gigantic dragon stand up. They're your charge now. And he starts leaving. And
out of character, thank God Cole is not here.
As he is leaving, you see about 30 golden sparrows just start flying all around this gigantic dragon. But all of you swear you hear these gargantuan wings, like multiple dragons flying around. But it's just these little sparrows.
See a donkey.
You do not see a donkey. He is immortal. I'll say that you hear Miha from over there. Out in the distance, and a cranky old man yelling something about his lawn. You're here. Wait, don't answer. I'm just going to read your mind. Oh, that's terrible. Whoever thought that? I'm flattered, but no.
Sorry.
As Wes, you get this horrible headache, and we'll get to that in a second. But he looks away like, "Oh, that's peculiar. Oh, that's peculiar." Interesting. Well, the fun at hand first. And Wes, you fought many individuals. You can pretty much tell when someone's uneasy or when someone's getting ready for that attack. His hand is incredibly close to that rapier on his side after he peeked in your head and you have that headache. You're here.
Problem?
Not you. The other ones. Technically, one's my friend. The other one's a bastard who still owes me a couple of diamonds. Regardless, you're here for your friend. I want to say that it was not my intention, but it was my fault.
It was what?
Oh, this is perfect. You're a dwarf. You can talk sense into them. The old hammer currently has your friend in jail. It's nothing big. It's nothing big at all. Just technically it was my fault because he was in a prank. But it's not anything to be concerned about. It's just a couple of eternities in prison.
Let me guess, did it have to do with saying the word penis very loud in...
No, the gold line did bite me, and I have not healed from that. But, no. He's very good at what he does, your friend. What's Carabal's mommy name?
Anna?
Galanadel?
No, not Galanadel. Like Carabal's first name.
No.
Aragon?
Erevan.
Erevan is really good at what he does.
Sneaking around, stealing.
Yes, and Morton is...
No, Carabao doesn't steal.
He's
good at it, but he doesn't do it. He's good at it, he doesn't do it.
I bet him that he could not sneak into the most paranoid out of all of us, Morton. And he got caught.
Why would you do that?
Because it was funny. He liked the idea. I thought it was hilarious.
I think that was hilarious, not gonna lie. and knowing him, he probably would have done it anyway.
Yes, well,
Even
he
without
is
the incentive, I guess.
He is currently in the 3rd prison. I can send you there, and you can go do your thing.
Is there a way to talk to Lord Moridin?
I would advise
that we can-
highly not to. One, I would get in trouble, and that just does not look good on me.
It was your
Two,
fault.
Is there a way to talk to the Allhammer and then we could reason with him?
I don't think.
Or
there's
somebody
reasoning.
for us to be.
What
reason-
I would say is I can go talk to the old hammer, and distract him a bit, and you just gotta go in and do what you do. And I heard all about your adventures, and I just wish Chattington was here. Obviously, he's the main character, so he has a lot more plot points. But
Oh my god.
you guys should suffice, especially with the new edition.
And if we get caught.
My advice would be don't. But you're here, and you're obviously trying to bring him back, and this is a good way to do it.
Besides, there are worse places to be trapped forever than the Celestial Plane.
Yes, we offer ice creams on Thursdays.
Is it Thursday now?
No, it is, I don't know what your calendar says. Monday, I think. I could, if you so wish, I could also just go talk to Morden myself and explain the situation. But what's the fun in that?
Exactly.
And he does give this, beautiful, beautiful grin. And all of you slightly are like, well, maybe he does have a good point. And then just immediately no, stop it.
Or he is just shrugging, just like, I mean, we're here to get him. It's not like, hell, that would be pretty much a plus, you would think, for the gods.
Of course.
Well,
We take him off your hands. There.
Also, just so you know, nothing here can really die. So, whatever.
But again, we take him off your hands.
Yes, you can get him, and I have an incentive of him being alive just because he would go off an adventure. He was my favorite character before he got kind of in season 2.
Jesus Christ.
Well, if you do decide to help us, we could also possibly, I don't know, put in a word with Chattington for you.
Now that is definitely a deal. Wait. Kind of moves his hands, and all of your wounds, any exhaustion, anything is completely healed. All spell slots full HP.
So it's like we had a long rest.
Yeah, he just wiped his hands and you immediately got a long rest. Ha! See, I think that's going to be excellent. This is just such a good idea. I think this is going to be great. I think it's going to be fantastic. And then you can tell all about this and put it in Chanting's next book, and maybe I'll have a cameo.
It's funny how you mention that this is a great idea. My daughter tells me that all the time.
Oh, yes.
And then it's not.
To be fair, funny and great could be synonymous, but semantics and syntax do not allow it.
So anything
Nothing else at all.
no.
He is a god and has protections. I've never personally been to the jails because, kind of just looks at his clothing. Why would I be there? So I don't know what to expect. I don't know what you guys should protect yourselves from, but I think it'll be fun. Just a little, cause some chaos in here for a little bit at least.
I think we can do that.
But as he kind of grabs his chalice and takes a sip of his wine, everyone has now a chalice with whatever your favorite drink of choice is. Made perfectly to your exact wants and needs. Just let me know when you're all ready, and I'll go distract the grumpy bearded man. No offense, I kind of look towards you, Rognarv.
None taken, I guess.
How do we get out of the Celestial Plane once we find a friend?
Well, if you resurrect him here, he'll just be here with you. I guess the same way you guys came in.
We don't even know how we got in here, to be honest.
I'll tell you a secret. Any demon or devil knows, if you know their true name, knows when you're calling them. You're speaking about them. You just utter their name and they know. They hear your conversation. Kind of the same rules apply, especially here. If you say my name, I have to listen in. It was written in the rules. And he looks directly at you, West.
I can't read.
But somehow you're like, he's looking through you like, the other guy, I guess.
Oh, okay, not me being addressed. Got it.
What name exactly do you want us to call?
Well, the best one, Holy the Mara. To say it like that, like a song.
Oria just also being curious because, of course, she's only been in this realm for a few years by this point. Mm-hmm. She's also just, but at the same time, still not understanding the, I guess, the hierarchy of where the gods are.
Yeah.
Is a bod high around?
Oh, yes. He kind of moves his hand and you see half of the mountain just disappear. And you see this large tree off to the center in its own small island. That would be him. Them.
Interesting.
So where are we going?
They're quite boring. Pretty, very pretty, but quite boring. And then, like, the mountain just comes back into view, and everything's just the way it was.
Where exactly are we going?
Well,
yes.
A jail. You guys are going to go to jail. I will suggest a name in a dream to Teddington to title this episode Jailbreak. At least the episode you're going to be in.
And where exactly do we need to go?
To a jail.
You said block 3, correct?
Yes, the third one. I will send you there. Because I know where he is. Technically, he would be at either the farthest left or the farthest right. I do not remember. But one of those two sections.
Okay.
Also, remember, things can't die here. If you beat someone to a pulp and they just go away, they'll come back in like an hour or two. The lanterns down there will help them guide them way back up.
Do you happen to have his equipment for?
No, I believe he has that plus more in his cell. Also, speaking of cell, I don't know quite how to open it, so you would have to figure that out when you get there. Just adds to the fun, you know? It's a little bit of spice.
Oria is not going to voice this opinion out loud.
It feels like you were going to say something.
No, she's not. She's choosing not to voice this opinion out loud.
Oh, what do you think?
It's like, then what help are you?
Entertainment. I'm sorry, I shouldn't pry.
Yes, that's rude.
I've been called that quite a few times.
Well, that I did. How about we be on our way? You have some fun at another god's behest,
Yes, exactly.
and we exit this realm with our friends in tow.
I think it's a win-win. We'll have a story. People have something to write about. You'll have fun. You get to test out those muscles. And fear that no one's going to actually get injured, really, when the grand scheme of things. I mean, if you die, you just literally come back here in the exact place that you in. Well, further down the mountain, but you know your way up. It's literally nothing could go wrong. I can think of a few things that can go wrong. But other than those things that I will not mention out loud, nothing can go wrong.
Okay. If you say so.
Ha! I love it when only half of you guys are interested, because it makes it more interesting. Okay. Your adventure is going to begin soon. Is anyone wanting to do anything or wanted something to say anything as this was happening?
I'm planning to put Skiwak and Bram into my bag.
Okay.
So that, because I think this needs to be like a stealth mission or something.
Sure, okay. Ski Walk and Brown will be in your bag. No problem.
Yeah. Less noise.
Less noise. Got it.
So that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. Anybody else, as you feel like you're going to be jerked around and sent somewhere else again? Yes.
I was just going to look at the god and ask, since you're going to be dealing with the god of the forge and whatnot, if you would happen to see, like, I don't know, a portable forge or something that you could just pilfer from him.
Oh. Okay. I'll keep my eye out. I'll keep my eye out.
It would be much appreciated. We have a friend that we need to fear.
All right, all right. Anybody else wanting to do anything?
Oria's just going to sit and meditate on her spells, if that is okay.
No, 100%. That's totally cool.
So,
as you guys are being swept away, I want to go back in time a little bit. Hey, West. As this whole interaction was happening, and you were addressed, and Olidamara was peeking into your mind, for a second, you just see all black, and like, oh, it's this again. Okay, alright, the big guy's gonna say something. But now it takes a couple seconds, but you're noticing that he doesn't notice you're there. And he's just kind of sitting around, just breathing really heavy. And then you get that headache and like, ow. And then you feel your headache, and then you feel your headache outside yourself. And like, oh, that was... If you knew what Inception was, you're like, that's very Inception-y. And then you see this red door appear. And you see, as this immediately stands up, this large, burnt tiefling with 4 horns. As you see the silhouette of a small child holding a even smaller child by the hand, as they're kind of walking towards your friend this. And he bends down, picks him back up, and is holding them. And the words are very muddled and echo and are like distorted a little bit. But you hear, "Hi, Dad." and you see this tall, skinny twink of a man with these high boots. Really? You had to send him to come get us. Whatever, fine. At least you got a break now. And you see this very clear, ruby-skinned man with these two large protruding horns coming forward. Hello, brother. Do you remember that spell? The one that you made. And you see the tall man. Now everything's starting to get a little bit more shape and color, and this blurriness is starting to go away. And you see this man, he has this like white skunk-like streak through his hair. He looks at him, up at him. Don't you fucking dare. And this just moves his claw-like hands forward, and a scroll appears as a ruby-skinned man kind of grabs it. This is for a friend of mine. I will only share it with one individual. Your ritual can be kept secret for yourself. As this ignores him, and you just see this smile on his face as he's looking at these two tiefling children. And the twink of a man kind of walks closer to this other individual, this ruby-skinned devil, as he's leaping away, like, please, thank you for coming, love, and don't ever fucking come back. Closes the door immediately, and you came back, and everything that happened. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game. I'm sure nobody has any questions. So, we're going to edit this, put it on YouTube. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Next Monday is going to be Vic's game, where we have more dragons. All right. Please be safe. Please take care of one another. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.